We're going to go over a few of the components and add-ons that Spacepak offers. I'm going to start here with our sound attenuator tube. They come 3 feet in length with the quick connect already installed on it. These are designed to be at the end of every run to help make this system even quieter than it already is. They come in kits in 2s and 5s. And what comes in the kits would be system even quieter than it already attached to your aluminum ductwork, which I'll be showing you guys. And you also get your termination plate for each run. We also have what's called a fire stop sound attenuator. So if your local code says you have to have a fire stop at every supply that goes into a room or into the building, this would be something you would look at. So these are our fire stop sound attenuators, also available in kits in 2s and 5s. Moving on to some of the other stuff that we have, I kind of talked about this a bit, but we have our Plenum takeoffs. This also comes in kits of 2s and 5s. All right, so you get your gasket, you get your takeoff, and you get your clips. Enough for all 2 or 5 takeoffs there. Termination plates, to just give you an idea what they are, okay, so these actually will end up clicking right onto the end of your sound attenuator with our patent quick connect. And we use these screws with clips. So when we're drilling into sheetrock, let's say it's a sealing application, we're going to use a 4-inch hole saw. And we're going to put these screws in pre-assembled like I did here. And then this is going to get pushed up through the hole and it's going to grab onto the sheetrock. And we're going to tighten the screw. Okay, it's almost like an old construction electrical box. As you're cutting into the sheetrock, you got the tabs that grab onto it. This is exactly what they're going to do. They're going to grab onto that sheetrock and hold the plate nice and tight to the sheetrock. It's a number 1 screw, just so you know, so you will need a number 1 screwdriver to move ahead with that. Over here are some of our add-on features. If we're doing new construction, we're going to have our rough-in plate. All right, so we're bare bones. We got the 2x4s, 2x6s up, joists, and now we're going to install our duct system. We're going to attach this to our joists or up through the floor, and our tube is basically going to kind of hang in here before the sheetrocker comes. Okay, and then they're going to cut around this to install the sheetrock. So rough-in plates are nice to have on new construction jobs. Some of the add-ons would be our wood outlets. Okay, we offer this in oak, maple, unstained and stained kind of deal. So there's a lot of options there. And new to us would be the dual outlet. Okay, so now you can tie in 2 tubes into this, and now instead of making multiple holes around the room, you can just have basically one to feeding 2 outlets. Inside the install kits, we have 3 different size restrictor plates that help balance the airflow to every outlet. Okay, so we have a 15, 35, and 50. These are supposed to be installed, recommended to be installed, right at the plenum takeoff. Okay, we do not want to see them at the termination plate. Okay, and the reason for these are for shorter supply runs. Okay. And I'm going to get into a little bit more, but we're always trying to design between 15 and 9 feet as far as our length. But if we end up with the shorter runs, we're going to use these restrictor plates to balance the whole system airflow line. Okay. Moving on to our slotted diffuser. This is designed at a 90-degree angle. Okay, so this is going to either come down from the ceiling, up through a floor, or up through a wall, or down through a wall. Okay, so it's never going to be anything that's penetrating straight through the wall. Okay. This also has our patent quick connect fitting, so I'll kind of show you how this goes on. Move this 90. So this here is going to snap right in, and basically that's going to be kind of your design, whether it's up, down, sideways, but it's penetrating at a 90-degree angle. So with our sound attenuator tube, there is some rules as far as radius goes. So it's a 6-inch radius, similar to this. If you get into a situation where coming up through the wall and you're bending like this, that could cause noise. So what we want to do is we want to use this engineered 90, designed by Spacepak with the patent quick connect fittings. We're going to click it in, and then our termination plate is going to click to this. Okay, so we end up like that. So again, if you're coming up through the wall, down through the wall, up through a floor, this is a nice way to help take that 90 and make sure you're not creating any noise. For an example, you can kind of look over here. We have it in this wall. So this is a 2x6 wall. we're bringing up our tubing, we're hitting that Engineer 90, and here's our termination plate. You can see how smooth that looks. One thing I want to mention that comes in the install kits are winter plugs. Okay, these are used for systems that are cooling only in an attic that are not being used for heat at all. So what happens is that unit will take that hot air and it will rise up in the attic and making your unit condense, so you can get some water in your system. What you got to do is you take these and you're going to plug that outlet. Okay, that's going to stop that vacuum from happening, almost that straw effect. You also want to make sure you bag your return. Cover that off, whether it's cardboard or put a plastic bag around it so you don't get any air going up that way during the winter months. Be sure to remove these things before summer comes, because that will cause some issues as well.
So, Spacepak offers a secondary drain pan, 3 sizes to fit all 3 sizes of our units. We highly recommend these be installed under every unit, just as a secondary safety if any water was to be a problem. With our air handlers, we give you these foam pieces, all right? And they're not just for packaging. They also could be used as vibration isolator. So I just wanted to give you a quick look at what they're for. And we tell you in the IOM how they should be used. But you could take this foam, and if you look here, you'll see our kind of bump up, keeping the unit out of any water that could possibly be in the pan. We're going to put these down on that. We'll put another one here, and then we put our air handler on top of that. And this will help from any vibration penetrating down the ductwork or throughout the house. So highly recommended. They're there for you. They're free. They're not just for packaging. So definitely look at using those, and it'll save you a world of trouble.
Our secondary drain pans that Spacepak offer are also designed that you can hang the unit, all right? So we can put unistrut through here, okay? And we can use threaded rod to come up through these holes that you would drill. And we're able to hang the unit, all right? So that's kind of why these knockouts are there. Unistrut under it, threaded rod, and now you can literally hang this unit from either the attic joists, or if you're in the basement, you can hang it from there. But this pan can be used to hang the unit.